Okay, pursuit of purpose. I think we're on like day 4 or 5. But I just still want to dive into like why we want to pursue our purpose. Today I want to talk about the destructive nature of boredom. So think about your dogs or your pets. Like if you have dogs and pets and you leave them home alone, like what happens when they're bored? It's not good, right? Like they're running around, making a mess, doing whatever they can to let you know they're not happy and that they're bored. Or let's think about your kids. Like when your kids are at home and they have nothing to do, like what good comes when your children had nothing to do? Not much. Well, it's kind of the same for us. Like it's really destructive for us not to have a purpose. And so at any point in our life, we need to have a purpose. And I think at some points in our life, it comes more naturally. Like for me, like when I was raising my kids and I had my kids at home, my purpose was really easy to figure out, like try to raise 4 kids to be the best humans that they can and stay sane at the same time. I succeeded on 4 of those. I'm not sure about the last one. So that purpose was easy. As I got to be empty nesters, it was a little bit more hard or not hard, but I had to think about what I thought my purpose was, and I had to spend more time delving into it. But if I didn't have a purpose, I could see how destructive life can be, right? Like if you don't have something you have this greater goal that you're working toward, that you want to make this change in the world. And again, like we talked about, and this will always maybe my example of the man who was driving the van for the disabled and the elderly. He was 74 and he found his purpose. So I'm not talking about a purpose, it doesn't have to be like everyone knows about you, life-changing purpose. It has to change the purpose of the people that are around you. But think about for that man who's driving the van, if he didn't have a purpose, and he didn't get up, what would he have to get up every day? He would get up, do the same old thing, watch TV maybe, there's no goal or no vision of what I need to do today. And so I think another reason that we really need to delve into purpose is so we don't have the destructive nature of not having a purpose. Does that make sense? I think so, right? If you have, what comes from not having a purpose? Boredom, probably bad behaviors as far as for me it would be eating too much chocolate, not working out. It's when I have these purposes that other things fall in place too in my life. It's interesting how a lot of times for me, and I wonder if this is true for you, the more we have in life, if we have more we have to do, the more we accomplish. And so by having this purpose that you figured out for your life, all these other pieces are falling in place. Your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, because you figured out your purpose, all these other things have to fit in place for you to achieve it, and so you don't have boredom, and it's not destructive. So that's the next, 5th reason that we have to define our purpose and find a purpose. It's destructive if we don't have one.